Every victim of narcissistic abuse and survivor, we sing the same song. It is the same trauma, the same experience, it's the same everything. We have seen the same things, we have gone through the same stuff. The only difference was in different countries, in different family settings, but the experience has been the same. In this particular video, I'm going to talk about there's a dark energy around a narcissist. Now, for most of you guys who are not yet aware, you don't know who a narcissist is, you don't know what they do, you don't know the signs, there is something I want you to know. A narcissist moves around with a very dark energy. It's a very negative energy. It's a very evil energy. And it may take you a while to know or to see. But there will be signs that will help you understand the energy around that particular individual. Have you ever been with a toxic person and you started feeling like whenever you left that vicinity, you went out for maybe a walk, maybe on a trip, and you noticed that when you was on that trip, you was feeling very good. You felt this light come over you. You wasn't missing the home, you wasn't missing the family, you was out there doing you, enjoying yourself, okay, the vibration was okay. And then it's like, it was time for you to return to that vicinity. As you started approaching the home, you could now feel this darkness. There's something that wears all over you. The pain, it's like you feel that there's a very dark aura you start to feel around you. The moment you start, even just by mere thinking of it, that at this particular time you're going to return home. And sometimes you start walking towards the house. You start to feel a very dark energy. Now you start to think about what you need to say, what you need to do, how you need to behave, what you should or shouldn't talk about. You start to feel like you are in this limitation whereby your freedoms are actually minimized. That is how I lived 7 years with a narcissist. I thank God for my awakening because I was able to understand. Everything started making sense. I was able to pick up all the pieces, put myself together, and reevaluate what exactly happened and went down in that particular relationship. A narcissist has opened some doors that they can never be able to close. They have opened their doors to evil. They have accepted evil. Not only are they doing this evil to themselves, but also this evil is spreading out to anybody that ever gets closer to a narcissistic individual. You might also figure out that when you're with a narcissist, you're seeing some shadows around the house. This may be very deep in the relationship where you start to experience some very unusual shadows. You look around, there are some shadows in the corner, there are some shadows in the bathroom. You feel like there are some shadows that are moving around the house. Sometimes you might hear some things banging on the windows. Sometimes you might hear even footsteps inside of your house. There are some footsteps. You don't know, everybody is asleep. You live in a very quiet neighborhood, but somehow you hear like there's footsteps in your bathroom, footsteps in your kitchen. There is somebody moving around the house. And you cannot make sense of anything. Who is exactly moving around the house? There's nobody. You may sometimes go to look around, there's nobody. You might hear like sometimes there's a knock at your door. You really hear there's a knock at your door. You get up, You come around, look in the curtains, maybe open the door, there's nobody there. Now, this kind of phenomenon can go on and on and on. But what is really happening is that what you're experiencing, the things you're hearing, and what you're seeing is the energy that is behind that narcissistic individual. Unfortunately, when you continue getting involved with that person, that energy is also going to start affecting you, not only on the physical level, but also on a spiritual level. Victims have reported brain fog. They start to get forgetful of so many things. There's that fear, extreme fear that you have in your heart, extreme trauma. There is a lot of very weird and unexplainable events that happen with everything around you. You might also notice that you're very isolated, okay? Everybody is very scared to come in your house. Nobody wants to visit you. Sometimes there's also other experiences where a victim will see sometimes electronics are shutting down. You just bought that fridge 2 weeks ago. It's a new fridge. There's nothing wrong with it. For some mysterious reason, the fridge will stop working. Sometimes you will see electronics shutting down. You may see sometimes your cars are starting to break down. Is why they say that normally when you live with a narcissist, you pay the price because you are living with a very negative individual. And everything around them also gets affected. Sometimes on a physical level, you may experience illnesses and sicknesses. So when you continuously stay around a narcissistic individual, your body will start shutting down. I've done a whole video on this. Your body may start shutting down. You will experience problems with the teeth. There will be problems with the chest. There's going to be problems sometimes, heart palpitations. Sometimes you might experience migraines. You might see stomach problems. You might see all forms of skin disorders. What is really affecting you is the demonic energy around the narcissist. It has got nothing to do with you. The only way you'll understand that you have been involved with a person that is extremely demonic is when you leave that particular individual and all of a sudden you start healing yourself. The body is going to start healing itself because that negative energy is gone, okay? There are some cords you have broken. And because you have spiritually broken some cords and you have been able to move away from these people, I do not say that these things happen over time. I don't say they happen instantly, but as the time goes on, you start experiencing different levels of healing. You're feeling good about yourself. Your energy is back. Your power is back. Your memory is back. You're starting to remember things. You're starting to do better for yourself. That is simply because you have extracted yourself away and you have removed yourself away from a very negative individual. Everything will go berserk. Everything will fall apart. When you're with a narcissist, you best believe you sometimes will even see job losses. You may be employed in a certain company. All of a sudden, there's problems at your company, and they're going to send you off. They're going to send you packing. You may sometimes face evictions. A lot of victims of abuse, they also face many times where they are just all of a sudden evicted from their homes. The landlord wants you gone. I don't know, for some mysterious reason. You're having problems to pay your bills. Sometimes you see people who are actually having their bills piling up at home. You're working. You're putting in that work. Even you work extra for this matter. But for some reason, you cannot see that money. Every money you collect, you bring into the household, that money vanishes into thin air. You don't even know what you did with your money. You just can't seem to keep any money with you. When you have money, you work extra hours. I have personally done, there's a time I did a shift. From Monday to Sunday, I worked 7 days in a week. It was the very first time I did the longest shifts in a week. By the time it reaches Monday, maybe the next time you get your salary, you don't know what happened, but the salary is gone. There's no money in the account. So victims of abuse continuously face bankruptcy, brokenness. Sometimes when you're running a business, you have your own shop, your little business somewhere, you're noticing that you're not selling, customers are nowhere to be seen, the tax office is after you. Every form of problem is starting to happen in your business. And there's only one explanation if you didn't know that already. You don't need to look very far away from you. Don't try to go and get the best accountants in town. Don't try to check what is wrong with your transactions in the bank. Don't do anything like that. Just look at the person next to you. That is the problem right there. There is something that what you guys have to understand about the narcissist. The narcissist is a person that is on an extremely low frequency. They are vibrating extremely low, okay? And regardless of what you do, I can tell you and I can promise you, it's not going to work. Did you know that even sometimes something that is as simple as getting your driver's license done, you're around a narcissist, you will fail your exams. You get those driving lessons, whatever exams, you're going to fail those exams. You will struggle even to get something as easy as a driver's license. I'm not saying that it's too easy to get a driver's license anyway. Some countries it's easy. But even the simplest things can be a problem. You will start also experiencing hatred around you, not only from the narcissist, but even sometimes from the people around you. You will also continue experiencing rejection. When a person who has been through abuse, there's going to be moments whereby you're going to be rejected. You're going to be rejected by people. You're going to be rejected for jobs. You're going to be rejected in every setting of your life. Anything that you're trying to do, it is going to seem like it is not a walk in the park. It is extremely, extremely difficult. But there's a silent demon sitting next to you that you're not aware of. That demon is the one causing those problems. They may know that or they may not know that. But I can assume at this point in time that a lot of narcissists, there comes a point where they start getting aware of these things. So sometimes they are aware of things breaking down, they are aware of job losses, they are aware of sicknesses, and they are aware of these kind of things. Even if they may not necessarily know that they're narcissists, but they are going to get an awareness of what is exactly going on around them. But they will still keep quiet and they'll still continue doing the same thing they've always done. Because that is the only thing they know. And they cannot do it otherwise. So for the victim of abuse, this is a wake-up call to all the victims and survivors of abuse. The ones who are still there, the ones who have gone, congratulations. But the ones who are still entangled in those kind of relationships, this is a wake-up call. When you start experiencing sicknesses, organ failures, electronics shutdown, car malfunctions, bankruptcy, job losses, and all these things that related to negative energy, if you start experiencing those kind of things, look very close around you. There is a very low vibration of people, a person or people that is around you. You may be sleeping with them, you may be spending a lot of time with them, but the truth of the matter is those individuals, they're the ones actually that are distracting the energy, not only for yourself, but also for the things around you. And again, it's an awareness video. When you know it, you can always find your exit to your freedom. But best believe, the narcissist has got a very dense, negative, and destructive energy around them. So let us know what you think about the video, guys, in the comment section below. You guys do know I do love and appreciate your support. You can book a session with me if you want to. You may donate or support my channel if you want to. Everything you need, you will find it in the description below. And until then, I'll catch you guys in my next one. Denzomos signing out. Much love and blessings. Peace.